Hey, Tom Blanchard here with another episode of Thursdays with Tom, where I provide you with some helpful nuggets to keep those juices flowing and put more money into your pocket. Today we're on episode 21 of our Ninja Nuggets series, breaking down the 4 weekly habits. Last week, we talked about setting up and following through with your 5 daily habits for generating an abundance of business. Today we're going to go and take a deep dive into the 4 weekly habits for success. So here we go with success habit number 6, weekly customer service calls. You should have a time set each week to make your weekly customer calls. These customer service calls serve 2 very good purposes. Your goal as a great agent is to provide fabled service, and one of your measurements is whether you're calling your buyers or sellers first. If they call you first during the transaction, you are failing miserably. You need to be proactive. One of the biggest complaints buyers and sellers have about their realtor is their lack of communication. You have all heard the complaint. My realtor never tells me anything. Okay? They never followed up. Come on. I've always had to call them to find out anything. We listed our house and never heard back from them again. We've all heard these complaints. You can't provide fabled service if your clients feel left out of the process. Now, the second purpose of these calls is that they are a key part of your flow system, right? Your current active customers are your very best source of referrals. Why, you ask? Because their Raz is fully engaged in the process of buying and selling. They notice everyone else who is interested, thinking of buying or selling, and they'll refer them to you if you're in flow with them. You should have the mindset and expectation that your next transaction is embedded in this transaction. You just need to discover it. Now, remember that your calls should create value. I will be doing a special session on calling in an upcoming video, so make sure you watch out for that one, right? So we'll move on to success habit number 7, which is schedule 2 live real estate reviews weekly. Now, I like to call these a real estate equity checkup and review, but you can call them whatever the heck you want. Your goal is to maintain a relationship with your customers and friends as a proactive, trusted advisor. As such, your responsibility is to offer them an annual review of their real estate holdings, which are typically one of their largest financial assets as well as emotional assets. Look at it this way. They receive monthly statements for their bank and brokerage accounts. They should want to at least have an annual update on their real estate holdings. People see their accountants, doctors, dentists, bankers, and attorneys on a regular basis. These are their trusted advisors. You too should offer an annual sit-down review of their real estate holdings. Now during these meetings, you will review the values, current market conditions, refinancing options, and answer any questions that they may have. Now, let's get this straight. This is not a disguised listing pitch. Resist the temptation to act like a salesman. Success habit number 8, schedule 50 live interviews weekly. 50? Yeah, 50. There is no substitute for live interaction. Face-to-face or voice-to-voice is the most powerful. Now, these are called interviews because you should be doing more listening than talking. Your customers should have time of possession of the conversation with minimal guidance from you using forward questions. You should be listening for change. Your customers will love it because they get to talk about themselves. Who doesn't love talking about themselves? Now, for those of you freaking out about doing the 50 live interviews a week, let me just calm you down a bit and lower your anxiety you may be feeling. The customer calls you do weekly count as part of the 50 interviews. Remember that any live conversation where you get to ask forward questions and listen for change counts. Success habit number 9. Update your database weekly. Holy heck, your database is the central nervous system of your business. Your database is dynamic and it needs weekly attention at least. By the end of the week, you've accumulated a stack of notes, scraps of paper, phone numbers, and business cards that need to be processed and loaded into your database. This updating should be done in the morning when you are working on your business. If you don't have a scheduled time each week for this activity, you start getting behind and the stack gets bigger and bigger. You need to update your database, add to it, delete from it, back it up, and even print it out to carry it with you. Whatever it is, you gotta have it with you. If you focus on productive activities, production will take care of itself. So focus on the daily activities that cause success. That's all the time we have for now. Next week, we'll talk about the importance of your database, get into scalability, and some tricks to increase it. Look forward to talking to you. Talk to you then. Bye.